Hi, y'all. The skill level, the reality of surviving in the woods. Most people can't survive, would not be able to survive in the woods. It's not going to happen. There's too much to know. I'm just taking a break right now from clinging this fence line from the storms that came. But it's hard work every day. And this debris right here, I think I'm gonna make another video on this. I'm gonna grab all this debris right here and grow food in it. A lot of your gully debris has pesticides in it and herbicides. There's a lot of stuff in there. But if you remember last year, I grew pinto beans in this same gully debris. I ran an experiment. I know it'll work, and I'm gonna do it again. But you know, when you're working, there's no one to tell you to stop. You know, there's no timeout. Well, you could take a little break, you know, but there's nobody to tell you to stop. And a lot of people go to the gym and they work out in air conditioning, and they're real tired and all that, and it's not the same thing. Okay, let me show you. I'm over here in the gully. It's about 15-20 feet up there to the top of the hill, and I'm hauling all the bigger logs up to the hill. But you know, when you're out here working, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. I think I showed you guys the catfish. I got to figure out. See all that water moving? Look. See that water activity? Whoa. See that water Whoa. See that water activity? There's a lot of catfish action in there. I think I showed it on a previous video, but let me show you. There's so much to know about survival. See if they show up. No, they all got quiet. See that? But they're in there. Hang on a minute. Just taking a break, that's why I'm making this video, but look at that. See him in there, going in there? Do you see that? Go right there, see him? So this is one aspect of survival. You gotta be out there looking for food all the time. See all that big activity right there? A lot of action right there. See that? That's a fish. That's a catfish. They were all over here. I showed another video. They're all in here. Anyways, I got to figure out how to catch some of these catfish. But even while I'm looking at these catfish, I'm on alert, listening to the birds. Look how everything got quiet over there. Listening to the birds. And all the little critters talking. Cause oh, there we go, right there. Look, they're right there. Look, see that? They all came around. Look at all those fish. Wow. And there, then you got that one tough guy right there. Look at that. He watching. Got his eyeball on me. He got these over here. See how they're all just under the water. See that? Man. One, two. Shit, I counted about 15 already in that one little section. But look at this. Let me see if I get this right. Zoom out. Just wanted to show you, man, there's nothing easy about surviving out here. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy for the people that are sitting there watching TV. You know, watching that Alone show. Even on that Alone show, people are losing like 60 pounds. The ones that are winning, it's a starvation exercise. But there is nothing easy about this. And I'm just taking a break. Been pretty much working nonstop for I don't know how long. But I got it half done, and I figured I'd take a break because I hit the halfway point. But see, no one's gonna tell you to stop. You know, if you're at a job or something, you say, okay, man, it's break time. But you can't stop out here when you're in survival. You gotta keep going. You know, if you stop, you might not, you could lose something. You could lose the opportunity for that day to survive. And so I gotta keep going. I got about 3 hours left before the sun goes down. I'm gonna grab all that debris, line it up, and then I think I'm gonna make another video on the pinto beans so that y'all could see that it is possible to grow pinto beans in gully debris without adding anything to it, okay? I'm gonna grow it all in this right here. I don't know where I'm gonna grow it. I don't have any room in the, well, I could grow it in the backyard garden in that one raised bed area. I'll just throw all this debris in there and grow something in there. All right, but no one's gonna tell you to stop or to keep going. So if you're in a survival mode, you just gotta keep going until you reach your objectives. And if you think about it, you gotta eat 3,500 calories a day. And you're probably gonna be working your tail off for 2 or 3 months, especially during the the planting season. Like right now, this is in May, going into June. So I'm gonna plant the pinto beans, and in 40 days, I'll get food from the pinto beans. Okay, a month and a half. But I've gotta finish this. Okay, I just needed to take a break. And I'll get this done, and then I gotta straighten out the fence line. The best bet, I've said it all the time, just stack food. Make it through the storm and come out the other end in one piece, you know? Stack food. It's too hard. It's too hard to try to figure all this out on your own. And if you do decide to go outside in the country, the people in the country, believe me, they've already calculated all this stuff, how much it costs to feed somebody, the return on the land. All this has already been figured out. You're not going to be able to just go and squat on somebody's land. And, you know, unless it's a commercial farmer that's farming acres and acres, you know, like hundreds of acres, forget it. It ain't going to work. All right. See y'all later.